Yo, good evening everyone. Okay, I'm doing the usual button tweaking thing, and I'm hoping that all of the noise, all the sounds and everything are working as they should be, because I haven't really changed anything. It's been a month since our last catch up. I hope you're all well in your respective parts of the world. It's good to see the usual faces. Can anyone confirm whether or not the microphone is too loud or too soft, or whether they can hear the background music? Sizzles Master is back, serializing at Wolf Seska. Good to see you guys as always. Thanks for coming back in. Oh man. Okay. Confirmation. We've already got the subs coming in. Let's see if the new alert thing works. Okay, I bet it doesn't. No. There's supposed to be some alert going when that happens. Mic is good. Alright. So, I was supposed to be doing this yesterday, but work got in the way, which it tends to be doing a lot at the moment, which is why I haven't been streaming. So apologies for that. A little more in relation to the background. Okay, well I'll drop the background down just a little because I don't really want to increase the gain too much more on the mic. So how's that? Good. Okay. So based on a suggestion from Apple, this time around we're not going to be doing DUCTF. We're not going to be doing Pico CTF in 2018. We're going to do something slightly different. So, can anyone tell me what this picture is up in the corner? Any guesses? Might even just pop myself up there. So, what is it? Mic is now perfect. Fantastic. Good to hear. Thank you very much. So, the background that I'm currently sitting in front of, can anyone tell me what it is? I don't have prizes. Archbishop, welcome. Hey, Peleus. It's a big ass cave. Technically correct. I wish I could like do some panning or something. Show you. Benzies. Benzies is in the house. Yeah, I got a bunch of subs, and for some reason the alerts are not working anymore, like they should be. For some reason, I don't know why. Have I not? Oh, I know why. Yeah, I do know why. Anyway, it's all good. I'll fix that for the next stream. So this behind me is a place called the Organ Pipes. It's about 3/4 of the way up Mount Biwa on the Sunshine Coast of Australia. I know. I could fix the alerts now, but you'll get to see me bounce around a little bit. Actually, I might just go and do this. There we go. Alright, so hopefully it will work next time. Sorry about that. You might have to resub, Rasta, just to get the alert. Yeah, so Mount Biwa, top of Mount... There we go. There it is. I changed it to a different theme because I was sick of the zombies. Sub for 17 months, far out. Alright, so what we are going to do is we're going to play with the DUCTF, Down Under CTF, which is a CTF run down here in Australia. I don't know who actually runs it, but I think they were or are affiliated with the Saiska CTF that used to be run, but it's obviously COVID has caused all kinds of shenanigans, and the usual get-togethers aren't happening. So this was run online. Hint when putting the alert in Discord at the link. Yeah, okay. Slobs, yeah, still using slobs. I literally tweaked this today, which is why it's not actually working, because I hadn't tested it and whatnot. Because, you know, testing is for losers. So this CTF is targeted at high schoolers and university students, and plebs like me can play just for fun. I was going to have a go at this with the crew, but I didn't end up having time, so I'm going to do it now, basically. Straight to pride, exactly. AJ will skip the ponables and go straight to crypto. You know me so well. But before we continue, make sure you have your tea, because as we all know, hacking without tea is very uncivilized. Back on the dong ding. I haven't had a dong ding since our last stream. Actually, no, I probably would have had one or two. But I've been off it for a little bit, drinking the gyokuro and smashing the coffees. So, what are we going to do? We've got a bunch of categories. We've got the ponables, which everyone loves, reversing. There's a survey for 10 points. Miscellaneous, I don't really know what the miscellaneous stuff will do. We've got the crypto challenges, which is, you know, clearly awesome. Quality choice. Ding dong, dong ding. Dong ding. Ding dong. We've got web challenges, we've got forensics, and we've got some open source intelligence. So what do you folks want to do? Should we go for something different and hit the binaries? Should we go for something, you know, fairly typical and hit the crypto? Forensics, OSINT, web? What do you reckon? Forensics. Why am I not surprised to hear that coming from you, Sid? OSINT. Gee, we're all showing our true colors at the moment, aren't we? So we got the person who works in incident response / blue asking for forensics, and we've got the OSINT guy asking for OSINT, and we've got the fan of the ponables asking for ponables. You guys are so predictable. P-Wiz. Forensics. Love a bit of OF reversing. OF reversing. What's OF reversing? Off. Oh, you love a bit of. Love a bit of reversing. So we've got votes for pretty much every single category. Bit of reversing. The emphasis really kind of threw me there, Archbishop. Words are hard, yo. So, you know, you're not helping me. I've got votes for OSINT forensics. Nothing for web so far. I know Peleus wants me to do crypto. Do the survey. Start at the beginning. Oh, you're only saying that because OSINT is at the top. Cycle though. As you solve one, move on to the next different category. Okay, so you want to go easiest. We'll go here. This welcome to Petstagram. And then go to the first forensics and the first web and so on and so forth. Is that what you want to do? Is everyone happy with that? Yeah? Alright, let's do that. Let's start with welcome to Petstagram. Now, just so you know, I am terrible at this. So I'm going to need a lot of guidance from you plebs. Also, if you have competed in the CTF and you know the challenges, please don't spoil them by just coughing up the solution. I know that's really tempting, but I haven't done any of these, and part of the fun, in fact, most of the fun is just figuring this crap out for ourselves. So if you haven't played along with this before, then, you know, throw your ideas in. Who is Alexandros the cat exactly, and who is this mysterious mum he keeps talking about? Submit his mum's full name in lowercase with underscores instead of spaces as the flag. Go to random, everyone was random. Ha! Well, you may have collectively social engineered me there, Benzies. Alright, so what do we got? Alexandros the cat. So I'm going to do what I know is a legit thing to do when you're doing open source intelligence, and Google Alexandros the cat. This is how good I am at open source intelligence. Insolent, welcome to the stream, my friend. Alexander the cat. Now, it did say Petstagram. Welcome to Petstagram. So, let's go and have a look at this Instagram account. Alexander's the cat. I love catnip and my mum. Right. So, who is Alexandros cat exactly, and who is this mysterious mum he keeps talking about? Submit his mum's full name in lowercase. Alright, so we need to figure out who mum is. Aw, cats. I don't know, I'm more of a dog guy. Okay, so can we view follow? We have to sign in. Really? Do we really have to sign in to be able to see stuff? Well, I don't really want to do that. Do we have? Let's sign up. Let's sign up with something. Let's sign up with a Mailinator account. Mobile or email. My cat Insta at It's a bit small, isn't it? So, mailinator.com. My cat Insta. Now I should at least generate a random password. So give me just a minute. So you jerks. I suppose if you look at the Mailinator inbox, you'll be able to hijack it. So please don't do that. But let's at least generate a secure password behind the scenes. Copy. There we go. News on stream. There we go. April the 24th, 1979. There we go. Seems legit. Okay, so we need to go to mailinator.com. Mailinator.com. I'm probably violating terms of service by doing this. Hang on just a minute. Stash that password behind the scenes in case I need it later. Now, what did we say it was? My cat stuff. Come on. It's empty. Really? Mailinator.com. Maybe Mailinator's blacklisted. They lock their low-res Pixplan account unless you manually download the URL, use the app to do it. Just quit Google testing now, see if you can. Yes, I'm honestly surprised IG isn't blocking the domain. Yeah, I would agree. Come on, Mailinator. Don't make me try harder. I just want it to send me some stuff. How about, does anyone out there want to share their Instagram creds with me? Yeah, well, that's exactly what I want to do, right? Let's go back to Alexandros the cat. So there'll be something in here, but I can't see it unless I'm logged in. Sorry, your password was incorrect. You're so full of rubbish. You're all bad liars. I don't want to sign up. OSINT sucks. I agree. And I can't see it. Hang on, let's do this. Copy. Okay, so maybe check out my mum's new YouTube channel. Okay, let's check out mum's YouTube channel. There we go. Gelato El Gato. About. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, copy the link. Let's see what this one says. Mum gave me a bow tie. So, that's not going to be their name, surely. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Channels, playlists, videos. There's clearly nothing in here. 0 vids, 39 subs. That's welcome to YouTube. Maybe as a subscriber, you see more stuff. Maybe that's what it is. Unless you have a set number of subs, you can't get a custom URL. Well, they didn't have a custom URL. They just used Bitly, right? Check out my mum's new YouTube channel feed. Yours truly coming soon. So there's nothing else particularly special. Is this? Do you reckon this is it? What do you reckon? You reckon that's it? I don't reckon. Surely that's not it. It even says here, full name in lowercase with underscores instead of spaces. So, doesn't say anything about the person other than Gelato El Gato. Have a punt. Okay. DUCTF. So this is what we're saying, right? I had a feeling that would be incorrect. Maybe I should just report. So there's almost looking at the sorry? I'd say that's almost it. Looking at the second hint. It does say lowercase, underscores instead of spaces. Look at the hints. Looking at their mum's full name, are you sure you have everything you need? If you have Alexandra's mum's name and surname, what else could it be left behind? Find to get her full name. Okay, so there's a middle name involved. This is OSN, and I am a noob. Okay, so do you reckon that there's a middle name in here somewhere? This is how bad I am at OSN. Thoughts, anyone? Where is the middle? What's her middle name? The middle name is underscore. Mugu, hello mate. Good to see you again. Yeah, it has been a while, mate. Has been a while. I have not been on stream for a good month or so. And here we are doing a new CTF, starting on OSINT because Benzies wants it, and I'm already terrible. Yeah, so I have no idea where to go from here. So you have I don't know what to do. Anyone? Benzies, this is all your fault. There's nothing in here that's obvious, is there? I can't see anything in here that gives it away. About, there's no about. Google the username. Isn't that technically cheating? See, now this would be cheating, right? If I went and looked at that. Down under, see there's write-ups, so I don't want to do that. Go to the next one. Googling the username just gives, yeah, exactly. I don't want to look at walkthroughs. Hey, Smash. Have you completed the CLR interpreter thing? No, not yet. That's still on the list of things to finish. Bitquark's here as well. No cheating. Yeah, I know. I'm closing that off. So I will be going back to the CLR interp thing. It's not dead yet. I've just been very busy with other things. Go to name checker and type in the username. Ah, okay. So are you saying maybe we'll look at their Instagram account? No. I thought that would actually have made sense if we take their YouTube and look at their yeah, that's not it. Image search with the cat pic. Hey Ruster, that's cutting it a bit too close to home, man. 5 minutes, we're nearly there. Okay, other services. Twitter. Let's have a look at Twitter. I love gelato and my cat Alexandros. Call me Teresa. Yay. Okay, so what else can we dig up from here? Is this from, that's YouTube? Oh man, I tell you what, scrolling the mouse wheel in here sucks. Okay, is there anything in here that's interesting? My friend says it's a private account. I can't see you. DM me and we can be friends. Had a cute lunch date. Okay. Hang on, taking a share. Okay, so Teresa is clearly. Do you reckon it's their first name, or do you reckon that's their middle name? Oh yeah, the front fell off thing is so good. Hey, for those people who aren't Australian or haven't seen this, you need to go and watch this Clark and Dora episode about the front falling off. That is absolute magic. In fact, let me just I'll get the link and I'll share it in the chat for those people who want to go and watch it now. And there it is. It's genius. Classic Australian genius humour. Clark and Tiller stream. Alright, so what do we got? We've got the name Teresa. What else? What other accounts? Did you say name checker? Social and domain name availability. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We want Gelato El Gato. So let's see what else they've got going on. I didn't even know name checker was a thing. It's a bit slow, hey. Tumblr. What does this sign mean? Do we have to sit here for ages and just wait for each one of these Ajax requests to come back? Is that what this was about? Yeah, that's right. It's Maven building behind the scenes. Tumblr. Let's see if there is a Gelato El Gato. No search results. Really? Nope. What other social medias are out there? Reddit. Reddit.com/u/Gelato El Gato. I hate open source intelligence. I'm so bad at it. Nope. No one on Reddit with that name. Anyone else? Instagram Alexandros the cat. Yeah. Isn't that what we've already looked at, Benzies? Or is there something special about what you've just given me? Let's have a look. Ooh. What's this? Your TikTok. TikTok, yes. TikTok. We should look at TikTok. Okay, so... What is this, Benzies? Take a look at the link. More data. Is Teresa in here? Nope. Oops, I need to spell it correctly. Teresa's not in there. What else we got? Graph image. Yep, there's not a lot of extra stuff in there though, is there? What are these links? They're just... I suppose this is just a result of an Ajax call or something. Passport number. Binchuk, greetings mate. Yeah, I don't know. I need help. Someone help me. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you reckon her name is Teresa Gelato? No, much the same as what we've already found. Yep. Okay, TikTok. Oops. Gelato El Gato. Yeah, whatever. Nope. Nope. None of those. Son names the cat. Well, yes. Classic. Gotta be Twitter. Well, do you reckon Alexandros the cat has a Twitter account? Found the answer. Don't want to spoil though if you're having so much fun. Alright. This is just terrible. I'm doing it because why not? Ooh. Can't type tonight. This is not going to be right. There we go. Found the answer and don't want to spoil it. So just point us in the right direction, mate, because this is painful. Maybe drop us a hint to give us an idea of where you looked. Because I want to just put that back into Google. Think about what you might do if your son daughter created an Insta account. Well, you'd follow them. Right? You would follow them. Is that what you're saying? You would shame them? You would indeed. But you need to log in, right? If you follow them, kick them out of the house. Well, with each one of these posts, there's hashtags, but there's no references to mum. But by the looks of it, to look at the followers, you need to be logged in, right? Is that not fair to say? I don't want to log in. Really? Alright, hang on. I'm going to log in off screen into my personal one. And then I'm going to... Yep, I'm logging in behind the scenes, okay? I'm not doing it on stream because reasons. And let's have a look at what we got going on here. Followers, Falcon494949. Grab soon to Zulu. Asian, Euronymous, Kevin, M. Waters. Hang on a minute. Can't see. There's no one here with the name that I was expecting. Let me have a look. Wilbertross, greetings, mate. Yeah, doxing coming. Maybe it's that one that looks like binary. So there's a I'll share. Here's one. Here's another one. Yeah, so that one. Hang on, let me take that link, smash, and we will go. As I say, if you see this and one of your friends, come say hi. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really want to DM, and I'm assuming that the answer is going to be out there rather than requiring people to DM. So I'm thinking we just need to continue looking through the followers list. No DMs required. There we go. Okay, so this clearly looks CTF-y, which makes me wonder if this is somehow related. None of the other ones really stand out. Yeah, it does kind of scream it, doesn't it? Do we need to like pull bit strings out of this? Is that what we need to do? M Waters 92. It doesn't. Yeah, I suppose. Hang on, let's have a look. Copy link. Let's bring this one up. Okay, so here we go. Yep, Emily Teresa Waters. Is that what it's going to be? Is that what it's going to be? Waters. Emily Teresa Waters. There we go. That was horrible. That was legitimately horrible. I don't like it. I'm moving on. I'm never doing OSINT again. 100 points beginner. Ooh. I'm awful. Ugh. What do we got here? My friend's been sending me lots of WAV files. I think he's trying to communicate with me. What's the message that he sent? So, yeah, let's do Steg. Is this going to be another one of the cases where you just pull down a WAV file and you view it in a spectrogram and it shows you a flag? Is that what this is going to be? I can't even remember the tool that you used to do that. Let's save. Yeah, come on, okay. Well, let's have a look. CD forensics move downloads. What was it called? Message. Well, let's just do the strings and see if there's anything in here. Okay, well that's good. Is it Unicode? No. Alright, that's a win too. Yeah, Audacity, that's what I thought was the case. Sudo dnf install Audacity. See if it works. Found it by clicking each of the 12 folders. Yeah, cool. Oh, hello. So, right, that's not good. My VM's poked. Yay. I don't know. Hang on. What's that magic command for getting rid of all of the Docker stuff? Docker prune all or something? System prune? Docker prune all? Prune is not a Docker command. Docker. Oop. Yeah, you suck. Purge. Docker purge. You guys, here we go. System prune. Let's just see if that frees up. Yep, just do it all. Okay, so that's. Oh man, what am I doing? Where are we? 37. There's 7 gig free. That shouldn't be a problem. Constroy. Hey, kind of new here, sir. How do you have this type of VM like that without desktop? And are there any good resources to study reverse engineering? Broad questions, Constroy. It is a... The window manager that I have is indeed called i3. Thank you, Rustar. And it's inside a virtual machine, which is why you're not seeing my desktop. So I would highly recommend using that with your Linux flavor of choice. Docker GTFO. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That's clearly bad. So let me do Audacity Linux download. Let's just download it from here and see if it works. Current version. Incorrectly built packages. Installation. Also, you can build the latest from source. Nope. Provider blah. If necessary, you could try searching for an appropriate Audacity package on RPM-C. Alright. I just want a download, please. Come on, give me an RPM because I'm on Fedora. This is not supposed to be this painful, right? Come on, show me the package. Here we go. Fedora core source. It would be this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! What did you do to me? Is this it? No, that's the source. I don't want the source. I want this one here by the looks, yeah? Audacity FC21. God, that's old. Very broad. Something like this is a decent resource. Thank you, Pelias. Now, where's the download link? Ugh, man, this is just... Ah, there we go. Download. Come on. God, follow the bouncing ball. It's going... Alright, I'm skipping it. We're going to web. I love pasta. I won't tell you what my special secret sauce is though. Sorry, I'm not wasting any more time fighting VMs on stream. I will fix that and we'll come back to it another time. Okay, my second favorite pasta sauce. This is my second favorite pasta sauce. I have you've hidden your favorite. Have you really? Ooh. I'll bet you have. Let's see. Ha. I love that. It's Control U, you're not allowed. Almost there. Image source is source.jpg. Okay. Disable mouse right click. So that's just stopping you from looking at the actual source. This is my second favorite path, so I've safely hidden my favorite source. Let's see what disable mouse right click.js looks like. Oh, here we go. That was more up my alley, I'm not gonna lie. Web submit correct. Woohoo! You know what this means. We're on to crypto. That's upsetting. Peleus, you are not allowed to say anything. Rot 13 is boring. Okay. Challenge.txt. Let's save that. Save. Come on. Save. I'm gonna sneeze. Whoa, excuse me. Okay, so let's move downloads challenge to here. Right, okay, so this is a classic, you know, rotate the alphabet challenge and spit it all out until you see a flag, which is clearly just there. Should we script this up quickly? Rot.py. Okay, so all we need to do is we'll have a function which just reads the content of a path, and it will go with open path read bytes return as f return f.read. Okay, so we should be able to go content equals read, what was it, challenge.txt. And then we're going to go through each of the, we're going to have a rot function. That's what we should do. Okay, so let's just have we'll have a rot function where we rotate a character by a number. Okay. So what we should probably do first is, yeah, I don't want to do this lazily. I'm going to actually do this the smart way and brute force it. So you don't know how many rotations happen. You can pretty much figure it out just by looking at it, but we're going to automate it and brute force it. So for when we get a character, we need to determine if it's uppercase or lowercase. Is there a is upper? No. C.is upper? Is there an is upper function? Ah. Hooray. Alright, sweet. So if C.is upper, then we're going to do something, otherwise we'll do something else. We also need to skip characters that aren't alphabetic, right? So is there like string, import string.alpha? Alpha. Yeah, string. What's in it? Digits, octdigits, cap words, ASCII letters. String.ASCII letters. There we go. That's what we want. So if cin string.ASCII letters, we're going to need to import that. Okay. Otherwise, we're just going to return C. We'll return the character. Yeah. If it's uppercase, then we need to return an uppercase version. But you know what? I mean, it's we don't really give a shit, do we? We'll just force it to be lower. So maybe we can go ASCII. We can just go. We want the odd of C lower. And we're going to assume that it's a character. So that gives us the index, right? And then we are going to add whatever I is to that odd. Okay, so we get that, and then we've got to mod that with 26. What's the mod? 26, because we need it to wrap. So let's just do wrap around the alphabet. And then that's going to force it around, and then we need to add that to the odd of lowercase a, which is the starting point. So we add that to whatever that is, and then we get the character of that. So if we return that, let's just go for C in string dot ASCII letters, print rot C2. Let's just see if that works. Python. Yeah, it looks like it is kind of at least doing what I would expect. Actually, maybe not. ASCII. Maybe it's not doing what I want. If we rotate A by 2, we should get C, right? And it's giving me V. That's not great. What am I doing wrong? Flag can be mixed case. Yeah, I know, but we can look at the original casing of it afterwards. So if I'm rotating A by 2, I would expect it to become B, right? So we get C dot lower. Oh, we've got to subtract. Okay. Odd C minus odd A, and then add I, mod it by 26. There you go. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go for I in range 26, and I know that we're effectively going to have a NOP in here. We are going to go print map. Actually, no, we'll use what's it called? List expression or whatever it's called. List comprehension. Rot C I for C in content. What have I done? What have I done? Ah, this is just the editor telling me that I'm doing something stupid. String requires left operand, not an int. Really? Really? C in content. Hang on. So let's just print content to make sure that we are getting the content out. Yep, we've got the content. Ah, it's bytes. Yeah, of course it's bytes. So let's just read it as a string. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So if we do that and pipe grep CTF. Ooh, that didn't do what I wanted to do. I would have thought that it would have fallen out quite nicely there. Hey. Doing something. Just use Python 2. Solves it. Does, doesn't it? What am I doing wrong here? So they're all... It's doing what it should be doing. Yeah, so that's the content, and then we rotate it 0 times, then once. Do you see? There's nothing here that really stands out. Ah, okay, hang on. Maybe it actually changes. So when we look at the content, challenge. So we could probably figure out how much each of these has been rotated. Maybe it's like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. So if we look for, is there anything in here that ends up with D? Here we go. So maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe it's it sort of rotates the key length. So we want that second one to be U, which is 1 less. Let's just print I at the same time so we can alright, so we've got 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. So that's probably what's going on. Want to become famous? No. Go away. So it looks like, wait up just a minute. 21. Yeah, that's way more than 21. So it's interesting though, you got DUCTF. Maybe like, hang on a second, let me just cap this again. Typical. 57. So 57. Oh, 57 minus 26. No, that's not what I was hoping to see. Thanks, Atwolf, for sorting those out. Okay, so I do want to automate spitting this out though, right? Because, hang on. Have a look at this for a minute. So at 21 we can see D, at 20 we can see U, and then CTF. So it would make me think there's CRY. TO is FUN K. It says that crypto is fun with some nonsense at the end. Yeah, so what I want to figure out is what number to use for the index. And that's effectively the problem, right? So what's the key length? Is the key length related to what character it is? You know what I mean? So if we change this So instead of this, we go for C in content. Actually, no, let's do this. Dot join rot C. What's that Python thing that gives us the index into the string at the same time? Do you know what I mean? Python if iterate with index. Add a loop with indexes. I can never remember this. Looping range. What if we need indexes? Range, no. Enumerate, there we go. Gives us the index and the element. Enumerate, that's what I wanted. So we want rot C and I for I, C in enumerate content. And we print that out. That's kind of not what I was hoping for. So what we'll do then is we'll loop. And we'll just add J. And see if anything falls out that kind of looks like... Ooh. No. Oh, actually, it goes the other way, doesn't it? Okay, so maybe I need to do that the other way. We need to go len content minus I. Maybe we can do that. We probably need to do the same thing here. Because we want to go backwards, don't we? We kind of want to go backwards. Len content minus I plus J. Oh, there we go. There it is. Simple as that. Crypto sucks. That wasn't so bad, but I'm really not a fan of crypto and I'm not very good at it. Ah. Oh yeah, that's right. This needs to be caps. There we go. Case. All right. Miscellaneous. What could be more fun than a miscellaneous challenge? Check out Twitter. Find the post with the flag. Alrighty. DUCTF Twitter. As you can see, I came here earlier today to find the URL because I knew it was in their profile. Alright, so if we search for down under CTF, DUCTF, let's see what comes out. September 22. Less than 12 hours to go. See you all. Okay, I guess not. That's not what I was expecting to see. Case. Average advanced search. True that. But you would assume... I don't know, maybe they did it yonks ago. You reckon they did it ages ago? Or do you reckon they did it within... Longing to see the solutions? No. Down the CTF. Do you reckon they would have posted it a while ago? How many tweets have they done? Might be worth just looking through. Yeah. Oh, is this it here? That'd be it there. Epic brick roll. Is it going to be a rick roll? It could be a rick roll. 64 D. Do you reckon that's it? That's got to be it. It's the only thing that resembles a flag, right? There we go. Okay. Shell this. We've got some ponables. Woo. Oh, no. Let's download. Let's keep it local. Save. Save. Okay. We're back into comfort zone territory now. Binary. Move. Downloads. Shell this stuff. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the .c. What do we got here? Nothing special, just making sure we don't do buffering. Get shell, vuln. Oh, okay. Oh man, we can spray this straight away, right? We just need the address of get shell. So if we GDB shell this, and we go, oh man, isn't this crazy? The amount of, I upgraded this VM and now it's a mess. Yeah, so we want to go disassemble. Hang on. Shell shit. Get shell. So if we can go info function get shell. Oh, come on. Give me the address. Can't type. Alright. I'm assuming there's nothing, nothing really special going on here. So it's 32-bit though, yeah? Shell this. Yeah. Oh, it's 64-bit. I was not expecting that. Figure out how to get this program to give you a shell. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is go Python 2. And I'm just going to literally spray this thing. Simple as that. So we're going to go import struct.pack. Struct. And we're going to go print struct.pack quad. And we're going to give it the address. And we're going to spray it. What? How many times? 100? 10? 10. Let's just do it 10 times. If we look here, we've got 40 characters. So that's only 5. That's all we need. I'm going to need to convert that to double quotes, otherwise I'll have a quoting problem. So if we do this, what do we get? Syntax error. Cannot open file. Oh, I've got to -C that, don't I? -C. Invalid syntax. There we go. If we pipe that into shell this. Whew. Chmod plus X. Shell this. I don't even know if that works. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. CTF, DUCTF, binary. Yeah, okay. So if we basically run this command and spray it at the target, pipe NC to this. Can you see what I'm doing here? You know why I'm doing it this way? Clearly it didn't. Oh, hang on. We've got to do... we've got to do this. and then cat. Cat flag.text. There we go. Does everyone understand what I just did? That is full lazy mode. Lazy mode pwned. You have a small idea. So for those people who I know binary, you're not allowed to answer this question. For those people who are not particularly au fait with what's just happened, tell me what you think. And then I will explain. Oop. I don't know what I just did. Yeah, okay. So we shelled that. Magic. Modified the code. Okay, so let me explain what's going on by looking at the code again. Alright, so if we look at C. So as you can see, main basically just says print some stuff out, and then it calls the vuln function. And the vuln function has a character buffer on the stack that is 40 characters long. It then says, please tell me your name, and it calls getS, which is notoriously bad because it would just keep reading until a new line character happens. Okay? So that means that when we call getS name, whatever we give it up to, and including the new line character, will get written to name. So if we write more than 40 characters, we write beyond the end of the name buffer and we overwrite all the things that live after it. That includes the RBP, which is the base pointer for the stack frame, and the saved return address. Okay, so the saved return address we know is afterwards. Now, what I did was I got the address of getShell simply by going into GDB and asking it to give me the address of getShell, which is this. Okay, there's no ASLR, so the address is the same in memory every single time. Okay, so with the address of getShell in hand, all I did was, with my lazy mode exploit, you can see here, I took the address and I packed it into a 64-bit integer, which is what this does. Struct.pack Q is a little endian quad word, 64-bit number, okay? Because according to this, we had a 64-bit binary, which means addresses are all 64-bit. So I converted that address to a 64-bit number, and then knowing full well, based on what we saw here, that this is going to be 64-bit aligned, all I did was I took the address and I sprayed it here, and it kept on going beyond the end of the vuln functions. And I didn't know what the offset was, but I knew if I sprayed enough instances of that address, it would overwrite the save return pointer that's on the stack here, and I've clobbered it so that the return pointer is the address of getShell. And as a result, it returns to getShell and just calls execve, and we end up with a shell. Does that make sense? Just as salty as the sea. Thanks, Peleus. That's a good answer. Yeah, so PIE is position independent, and that is not enabled, as we saw. So that's what I was doing with checksec. You can see that PIE is disabled, so it is not moving in memory. It's always in the same spot. Is it fair to say if it was SHA-42, it wouldn't work with without a small adjustment? Now that's a really good question, and the short answer is it depends. But byte alignment would come into it would not. I would argue that, in fact, let's do this right now. Let's see if it makes a difference, because I don't think it will. So what I want to do is I'm going to compile that source into a 64-bit binary, and I'm going to change it so that the buffer size is 42. We'll make it 42, and I'll bet you it still works. Should we do that? shell this .c. So let's change that to 42. And what I'm going to do, instead of exec ve bin sh, I'll just make it a bit more obvious. Okay. And instead we'll go exec ve. What do I want to do instead? Something that's just a little bit more obvious. Let's just make it ID. User bin ID. Okay. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. GCC. We'll call it pwn. Shell this .c. Getters function is dangerous. Yeah, we know. Okay, so file pwn. So it's a 64-bit. Let's have a look at it, and we'll get the address of get shell, which is in a different location because we've recompiled it. The principle should remain the same. Okay, so if we pipe this into our pwn and we give it a different address. Okay, so the theory is that this will not work, correct? GCC being a nice guy. Disable stack cookie. Oh yeah, I do need to do that, don't I? Is that there by default? Segmentation fault core dumped. Right, so if instead we do the exact same thing, but we add 2 characters. Why didn't that work? Can you run checksec on your own compile binary? That's a great idea. GDB. In fact, I've got checksec. Whoa. Man, this VM is a mess, isn't it? Man, what a mess. So if we go pip 3, no, Python 3 -m install tools. No, pip. That's what I wanted. Yeah, the whole pip install thing. Permission denied. They are deprecating that, remember, Pelias? So you should be using, instead of pip install, you should be going Python-m install. Let's see what checksec does now. I'm gonna have to rebuild this VM, hey. Righto, so there is no stack canary and it's basically the same settings, yeah? Sudo -- users, yes. Learnt a thing. Yeah, so why is this not the case? Why is it? And if we put this back at 0 and rebuild, and then we rerun our ridiculous exploit, does it work? It doesn't work. Why is it not working? You would think that it would at least spit out ID, right? Well, I don't necessarily think that the offset, I mean, because it should be aligned, right? So and it's crashing. So you would assume, let's just do this. Let's put that into input.bin, and then we'll GDB, and then we'll run, and we'll put the input in. All right, so what do we got? We got nonsense, which is fascinating, because I would have thought if we have enough space. Have I gone too far? Is that what this is? It looks like it is actually running. Hang on, let's go disassemble main. Call vol, so disassemble. And let's break on the red. Let's break here. And we'll do the run again. Alright, so there you go. So it is running get shell. See, we are in get shell and it runs execve. Okay, so clearly I've chosen a terrible thing to run. So we want something else that's not going to cause that to break. So have I got NSH on here? Yeah, I do. Something that's a bit more obvious. So NSH. Let's do that. GCC that again. And run our exploit directly at it. We certainly got a different result there, didn't we? Oh, I have no idea what's going on. CTF, DUCTF binary. Yeah, I'd say that worked as well, because that was the behavior that we were seeing before, and it could be ZSH that's causing issues. So what I want to do now is change that to 42, GCC, and then do the same Python command. We should see the same result, right? Yeah, maybe. So tell me why that worked. Tell me why the behavior is the same, even though now we're offsetted by 42. Does anyone have a clue as to why that's the case? So this worked, and I knew it would work. To be 100% clear. So why did it work? If we have offsetted that by 2 bytes, why does it continue to work? Why is it that you don't think this is right? All right, well, let's change it then. Let's go user bin ID. Okay, I'm just going to set this back to 40. Okay. So if I do this now, the address is probably going to be different, right? So gdb clone p get shell. No, it's the same. Oop. Okay, so the address is the same. CSIV. Oh, okay. So if we do this, what happens? There you go. So it ran it a few times. So we can see that it worked. All right. Change it to 42. Rebuild. Rerun. It still works. Yeah, I should do that. But to be honest, I think the main problem at the moment is that this VM is just a disgrace that I need to fix. I could probably do this actually in my Ponzinial thing. It's probably the better option, isn't it? Should we do that? Yeah, that's exactly what I should have done. Alright, let me just take a copy of this. Okay, so if we run that, there you go. So, okay. Anyway, we can see that the ID is actually being run, but the important thing to note here is that when you specify variables here, the compiler will definitely stack align all variables. So if I had a, for example, char. So before I do this, let me just show you. If in GDB we figured out the offset and then we changed this so that that was 40 and then had a buffer here that was up to and including 8 bytes, then the offset wouldn't change. Probably one few. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I don't need that many. We only need 8. So if we do 7, it won't do anything. Okay. So here we can see that when we give them 8, we actually do overwrite the save return pointer. Okay. This is with 42. So what I want to show is if we do the same thing here, we just have a name, name 2, and that's just that many bytes. Then we should be able to see the same thing when we do 8. There you go. Oof. See what I mean? So all I've done there is you can see 40, we did have 42. That would have been padded out to 48 bytes. All I've done is exactly the same thing. We've got 40 characters, and then I added another buffer which is only 4, but that was padded out to 8. So we haven't actually changed the offset at all. No. Depends on your optimization settings, but the way that I built this, no. As you can see with here, I'm just going, give me the standard stuff. I'm not asking for any optimization whatsoever. Yeah, so this is effectively the same as a ret to libc, but instead of returning to libc, we're returning to our own get shell function. Can I swap those 2 character buffers? Yes, I can do that. Like so. Ooh. Now that's not surprising. But if I go 7, so I think what happens there is it does it actually reorder these? I've got an idea. Name to 0 equals name. Let's just force it to think we're using it. Okay, so that didn't work that time. We need... Oh, hang on. The address is probably different. This is a fun little exercise, isn't it? Give me my little p get shell. Oh no, the address is the same. So why is that not... Oh, hang on. There we go. So that did work. And with 7, it does not work. So I'm wondering if like that reordered them based on size. Seven. Begs the question though, doesn't it? Now if I get rid of these all together, do we still see the same thing? Oops. Aha, there you go. So I would need 8 of, hang on, 8 of them. 8 of them does work. So yeah, why is it that when we specify this as 42 and rebuild, it still works? Hang on, let's change this to 64 characters. There you go. So, what is it? What is it about this? Because 48, that still breaks. So we are doing, hang on. So we're doing eight lots of 8, which is 64 characters, 64 bytes. That still causes a crash, but doesn't overwrite the return address. So we've done 7, which is, we've got 6 lots. Yeah, okay. So if there's only, hang on, but if that's got 6 and this has got 5, why does this not work? Oh, it does. That's 8. That should work for 7 though, right? Stack aligned to 16 bytes. That's a great question. Great point. It stack aligns to 16 bytes if it can. 48 is divisible by 16. 40 is not. Thank you. You are spot on. It is 16 bytes. It's not 8. Yep. That is exactly right. That is the key piece of information that we were missing. So yeah, it doesn't matter if. So if that's 32, all the way up to 48 will be exactly the same. So with this working when we do 8, we could change this to 33, rebuild, and it would still work with 8. But if we set that to 32, hang on, we want to go the other way, don't we? If that was 47, and we do that with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then that will, yeah, and then if we set this to like 49, then we'll get a whole new one, and it shouldn't. There you go. There we go. That makes more sense. There is a difference between 32 and 64-bit. Yes, there is. 64-bit requires 16-bit alignment in certain circumstances. It's more finicky on Windows as well. If you run certain API calls and you don't have your stack aligned, then things go bad. If you are on 32-bit, it doesn't seem to matter so much from my experience. But if you're running 32-bit on a WoW 64, it does matter. Yeah. I think I've got that right. So anyway, like the compiler is clearly stack aligning the variables is the point. So, and thank you, Faraz. Sorry if I said your name incorrectly, but thank you for that key bit. You're right. It's not 8 bytes. It is 16 bytes. Okay. All right. That's cool. We all think we all learned something there. It's fun to have a little experiment. Now, what are we up to? Oh no. Reverse engineering. Reversing for 100 points. It's RE. Move. Downloads. Formatting to here. Alright, so we have a 64-bit binary. Oh. Really? Author Faith. Is that you? Is this the person? The person who read this? The name doesn't look the same, but it could be. Alright, let's make this. And haha, it's not that easy. Really? Disassemble main. What is? Oh, yuck. Bracket. Heck, what these two crap blah. Okay, this is great. Let's just set a breakpoint. Hang on. Okay, it's got PIE enabled. So let's go break main plus 196. What do you mean? All right. That was you are indeed the author. Well, thank you very much for your efforts in producing CTF challenges. Faraz, is Faith your real name? I'm sorry if it is, if it isn't. But look, there's an enormous amount of effort that goes into creating CTFs, and so, you know, big props for putting the effort in. Faraz is your real name, Faith is just the handle. There you go. Okay. Well, Faraz and Faith, whichever name you prefer. I, for one, I think can speak on behalf of a number of people who consume CTF challenges and say thank you very much, because it is a huge deal creating CTF challenges. So big props to you and to everyone else who helped behind the scenes. It's a monumental task, and it's one that I will never do again. It's huge. Yeah. One of the first planes. There you go. So that's awesome. So and thank you for coming on stream and being part of it, given that this is your CTF, or at least yours and your colleagues' CTFs. So here we go. Can everyone see what I did there? I didn't cheat, but when I disassembled main, I could see that there was a bunch of strings being referenced in memory. And then there was an sprintf, and that sprintf most likely combined all of these strings into one. So I set a breakpoint here and let it run. And what I wanted to do was to see if there was somewhere in memory that may have already had the flag, and I didn't even ltrace. But there you can see that the string is sitting on the stack. And that is the reversing challenge done by the looks. There you go. Cheeky. So that was just a little bit of intuition, but you can, assuming I've got ltrace, I think I installed ltrace on it. There you go, sprintf. Did you just ltrace? There's the flag, and you can see there's all these other bits and pieces in here. But no, I didn't just, as you can see, I did not just ltrace. I wanted to see what, and this is what I tend to do when I'm reverse engineering this sort of stuff, is I'll look for key areas in the code which I think are sort of logical breaks in completion of certain steps, and I'll set breakpoints there. And then once I've hit that breakpoint, I'll look around memory to see what's been constructed. And the reason why I do that is because in the CTF challenges that I've done in the past, I have put things in memory and then clobbered them. As part of loops and things like that. So people need to actually trace during the course of execution where these flags actually appear, rather than just taking a snapshot at a particular point in time and hoping that something's going to fall out. So as the core point, that printf is splitting stuff out, and then putS is just overriding the same line visually to obscure. I would assume that's the case, yeah. Let's have a quick squiz at the... Yeah, so we've got... Oh, actually, no, we're going... So you can see here, there is a flag variable. There's a call to putS. So whatever's being spat out. So I would argue that it's calling putS on a hard-coded string. And that flag string is the one that we saw here. So that is the hard-coded string that it's putSing, but it's created this string in memory behind the scenes using sprintf. Yeah, it's just writing it to the, you can see it's writing it to the stack, but it's not actually outputting it, whereas putS is just outputting. It's not that easy. Cool. Alrighty. Exit. Really doing. I think I'm gonna rebuild a new VM for live streaming this stuff from scratch with some other bits and pieces sitting behind the scenes. Anyway, where are we up to now? Oh, we're gonna have to go back to OS int. We got half an hour to go. What do you guys want to do? Are we going to do another lap through the challenges, or do you want to pick a particular category to focus on? You can skip it. Yeah, screw OS int. Yeah, Benzies isn't here. I love it. Everyone's like, is this pwn or web? Is this pwn or web? Ah. I get the feeling that we're going to need to spend more than half an hour on this. That would be my guess. Is this a... This is a deliberate reference to... Yeah. Browser exploits. Yeah, okay. I will happily tackle that on stream, but it's not going to happen today. So let's put a pin in that, and we'll come back to that because I'm certainly open to it. We'll see how we go, but we're not doing that today. All right, let's skip that. We'll do the next web one. Let's do the next web one because I don't want to do forensics either. I just find forensics boring. Sorry, Civ. I know you're not here anymore. That one is pretty hard, but you could try return to what if you want. Return to what? Is that another pwnable? Well, how about we'll skip OS int forensics. We'll come through these. We'll at least do the web and the crypto ones. Let's do web. We launched a game and now it's no longer launched. Okay. Epic website 1. Hi everyone, just want to let you know the website is still under development. We're trying our absolute best to get it up and running, but we're running into issues. What is in the source? Style sheets. Epic website. Play our new game here. Okay then. Okay, it's not resolving. Why is it not resolving? Alright, so it doesn't have a DNS entry. Doesn't have a DNS entry? DNS dumpster. Has it ever had an entry? There was an error getting results. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just see if there's anything in here. God. It's not really giving me what I was hoping for. Might have to use DNSDB, which I don't have on my host. Just bear with me a second. I haven't done this, and I respect CTF creators, but I have to say I hate challenges like this. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm doing something on my host just for a minute because there's some tools that I use for this kind of thing. Should have been a missed challenge, not web. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a hint. Is that okay? If it's not web and it's MISC, is this just like a DNS misconfig? Is it? Is this all it is? Yeah. Okay. There you go. So it's a miscellaneous. That was a huge hint, Faith / Faraz. That was a huge hint. So if it's a miss challenge, it's not a web challenge, and clearly they had a URL which doesn't resolve, then the first thing that you leap to is, oh, is it a DNS config issue? And you go, okay, well, where are you going to store a flag in a DNS related challenge? Text records. Okay. Loads of people spend hours in the CTF who are getting annoyed. You'd be stuck. I tell you what I was about to do though. I was about to use DNS DB, so passive DNS, to see if there's any entries, and I would have just sprayed. So I'm guessing you would have been able to just dig that as well. How do you, is it dig plus all or whatever it is? I'm sure there's a dig command or something that just spits all the entries out. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. That's definitely a miscellaneous challenge. Oh well. There you go. Savage. Alright, crypto. Baby RSA. Normally do all of any dig text domain. Is there a way of just getting it to spit everything out? Is it just all? Dig all? Like, can we do all? Pretty sure there's like a dig show all. I'm just googling. I'm doing it on my host because the browser in the VM is terrible. Okay, so according to what I'm seeing here, we should be able to go dig plus no CMD, any, answer, no all answer. That didn't really do what I was expecting. Stack Overflow. This is me just typing answers from Stack Overflow. This is great. Oh, that's just CNAME. It's not all, it's any. That didn't work either. Dig-T. Oops, not git. Man. Just when you think your thing is on the clipboard when it isn't. Okay. I've got to put the word any. It's not working. M toolbox like a pleb. Oh, is it case sensitive? Yeah, I'm still not seeing it. So yeah, I assume we just need to, if I did text it, it would spit it out. I wanted to do all of them. Like do them all in one hit. Did it really? Dig any. Don't know what's going on there. Something is crap. Anyway, that's what I tend not to use dig anyway. I use passive DNS, and that probably would have cooked it up. Anyway, problem solved. Let's move on. We have 15 minutes left to go. Let's see how we go with this baby RSA. This is just RSA for babies. Really? I'm terrible at this stuff. Did you have a crack at this one, Peleus, when you were playing with it? Baby RSA. Okay, so let's have a look at baby RSA and output. Nice try, Smash. Love that bash one-liner though. The dash T option adds a type class to your query. Yeah, I was going to say, like, just give me all of the types. Crackers in hands up in frustration after a little bit. You overestimate crypto skills. From crypto use all num import bytes to long get prime. Okay. Alright, so this is actually doing manual RSA. Cat output.text. Right, okay. So yeah, this is actually using the this is using this classic RSA flag print bytes too long. Yeah, it is using RSA just with a weak key, yeah? Is that the go? RSA CTF tool. Benzies is back. Benzies, you missed it. We've done like all of the OSINT challenges. It means that we'll never have to do them again. They were great. Yeah, loved them. Loved them. So this just looks like weak keys, right? That's the classic exponent for RSA. This is just choosing really shitty primes. Or does get prime ask for? Actually, we should query that. Does get prime return a prime of a certain length? Is that what it's doing? Python crypto get prime. Let's have a look. Get prime. Return a random n-bit prime number. Okay, so it's not a weak key. 2024-bit keys. Hang on a minute. No, it's not. I was just wondering if get prime returns a prime number that is up to or including the value you give it, or is get prime returning a prime number with a certain number of bits. And so according to the documentation, it is, where is it, get prime, return an n-bit prime number. So 1024 bits prime. Hello, Arrowway. Welcome back, dude. Good to see you. So yeah, I think this is just a case of you get given N, you get given S. This bit here I would assume is the weak bit because of these. That would be my guess. What do you reckon? My knowledge of crypto is particularly weak. It extends as far as me writing my own version of this RSE thing for supporting key negotiation in Python interpreter. But that doesn't mean I understand what the hell I was doing. I was just implementing what the documentation said. I didn't know why. I didn't know what these numbers mean. I don't know what these numbers mean. I know that's the exponent, and I know these bits are supposed to be private, and this bit's the public. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking this thing here is the giveaway. And when you can figure out, when you can use this to help figure out P and Q, then you can decrypt C. So that's the flag. Bytes too long. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how to reverse this. I don't know why these numbers were chosen. Are there any crypto experts out there that know? Because I literally have no idea what to do here. I'm just flying blind. I would assume that S. So the power function. What's the third parameter of Python's power function? Let's have a look. Okay. A number. So you've got the base, the exponent, and a modulus. Okay. The modulus. Yeah, it's pretty much just reversing the equation. That's what I thought. So got that to the power of that modulus that, which we know. So we know n. Yep. So we know n, we don't know p, and we don't know q, we know s. This is beyond me, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, get prime is part of the crypto util number library. Might be easier to write it out on paper, you know s and you know some values on the right. Yeah. No, get prime says please generate a prime number that is 1024 bits in length. That's what we were just looking at before over here. Return a random n-bit prime. It's been some good tunes on tonight, isn't it? They're pretty happy with it. Yeah, so what we're saying here is we've taken this, we've raised that to the power of n minus p minus q, right? And we've moduloed n. That's the equivalent, right? Am I reading that correctly? I think that's what it's saying. So yeah, you got to go the other way around so that you can get P and Q out, which I don't know how to do. This modular arithmetic throws me. I really need to go and study this stuff again. It's been like 20 years since I played with this sort of stuff, and boy am I out of touch. Yeah, then math happens. I was actually thinking of that exact quote and I can't remember where it came from. Math is hard. The thing is, like, math, it's not actually that hard when you know the theory. But it's the reason why it's so hard is because there's so much theory. So if we went through and fully understood how to reverse an equation that has powers and modulo in it, it probably wouldn't be that difficult. And it is only 200 points. So you would assume it's not going to be that hard for someone who knows anything about cryptography. Do you guys say maths in Oz or math? I say maths with an S on the end. Yeah. So do you guys want to give me a hint on how to solve this one? Because off the top of my head, I'm not going to be able to work through the reversing of this equation because I'm terrible at this. It's like trying to jump into a pwnable after not doing one for 5 years, and when you're doing it, yeah, that's very true. Mass. No, it doesn't. Like, Faraz knows the solution, so we can't get hints directly from one of the contributors to the CTF. That would be cheating. But those of us who have knowledge on how to actually do the reverse of this could probably help. What do you think? I'm gonna just have a quick read. I don't see. What is that? Wiskande roughly translates to erasure science. Yeah, so I honestly don't know. I don't know what to do. But I would love you guys to explain it, because I am a crypto noob. Honestly, rot eye would probably be a better challenge to do. I've already done it. Already done rot eye. Every time I see this stuff, I think, shit, probably need to remember these. Yeah. There's something going on. I feel like you should break it down piece by piece. I feel like I need to understand it. Because clearly I do not. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, I think we did that. It was like the first or second challenge in. Once we... Yeah, we got to it pretty quickly, and we got through it pretty quickly too. Trying to type it all up on my Python machine now. Wolfram Alpha. Yeah, that's probably right. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should just like... Should we use that, what was it that Smash mentioned before? RSA CTF tool? What is this thing? I've actually never heard of this RSA CTF tool. Multi-attacks tool, uncipher from weak public key and try to recover private key. Don't use RSA CTF tool. Don't use it? Why not? Is it because we're not thinking? Won't help you here. This does a ton of common attacks against RSA. I was saying that someone uploaded the solution to... Oh, really? Ah, okay. Okay, that's crap. Right, okay. Well, that's just cheating then. Well, we don't want to cheat. It'll solve it, but not the intended way. Yeah, we should be doing it ourselves, right? That's the whole point. Yeah, I don't know. We're running out of time. We've only got 4 minutes, and I am not going over time. Okay, so it's fundamentally like it's a question of solving that equation, and in order to solve this equation, we need to know the theory, which we don't. I'm not doing a 7-hour stream. I am not doing another 7-hour stream. Call it on a high note. Does that mean you want me to keep going? Looking at the specific solution is cheating, hacking isn't. That's true. Yeah, I think it's a case of we kind of need to... There would be an element of brute forcing, given that there are multiple parts of the equation and we've only got one equation. I don't know how to approach the reversing of an equation like this. I would have to go and read it. Yeah, right. Okay, thanks, Peleus. That's exactly what I'm talking about. 9-hour stream, can you imagine? Solve this, then stop. Yeah, nope. I don't think we're going to solve this now, but I'm happy to do it on stream next. But what I think I should do is probably go away and learn a bit about this before I waste any more time. I'm the guy at the concert shouting 2 more songs. Don't want to do it because I don't want him to hate crypto more. That's a very good point. Well, look, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to pause this here, and maybe we'll dive into this when I come back. But I'm going to go and read up on how you go about reversing this. because clearly this, I would argue that it's this bit here that's killing it, right? The fact that we are getting this is going to allow us to get P and Q somehow by knowing how to reverse this. But yeah, I don't know what that entails / looks like at this point. Anyway, so we are approaching the 2-hour mark. I promised myself and my relative family members that I wouldn't spend too much extra time tonight, because there's a lot of other things that I need to get done. But it's been about a month since we streamed last, and sorry about the pace in which this kicked off. I know it was a little bit slow, and my VMs are a real mess. I'm regretting upgrading them, so I need to fix that as well. But I'm very grateful, as always, that you all contribute, participate, throw your trolls, and keep the discussions going, because that's always fun. If there's anything that doesn't make sense, please come and hit me up on Discord. I'm spending less time on Twitter these days, so come on Discord instead. Social media is a real shit for brains cluster of a thing, and I'm not interested in being part of it anymore. So, but thank you very much for everyone being on here. You're all awesome. You're all great. Thanks for the mods for doing their job, kicking the bots out and all that sort of stuff. And hopefully on the next one we'll actually learn something about crypto. But yep, stay cool, and as always, be good to each other.